Our family had an overnight getaway to Great Wolf Lodge in the Pennsylvania Poconos, and guys, this place is packed with amenities and attractions. So stay tuned for the details, whether you're staying at the Woodland Villas with your extended family, or you're checking out the new mountain tower like us. Your little wolf pack will make so many memories here. We just walked by the main entrance.
Past it.
Right on by.
Because we were texted by Willow. I don't think that's a real person. I think it's a bot. But Willow, who is our Great Wolf Lodge concierge, texted us and said, no, you need to check in at the Mountain Tower Lounge, which is where we are headed now. Door 3. That's where we're headed now. Manage your expectations. I have no idea what that
So
means.
we are not a concierge reservation. It's not like we
I don't think that's a thing.
So I think she's our concierge, meaning like this is the automated text message.
I think she's a squirrel,
persona.
to be frank. I do think she's a squirrel. Maybe a small bear.
And I think they're using lounge loosely just to mean this is a separate check-in area for people.
Because we are in the Mountain Tower, which I think is a newer tower, which is why I think we selected it. But it is
a little further
a tower, because it's
I still want to see the lobby and stuff, though. It's a nice area.
We'll get to the lobby.
We'll spend time there.
That's where we're doing yoga tomorrow.
Yoga. Indeed, the Mountain Tower Lounge was a smaller, separate lobby with self-checking kiosks and a desk that was occasionally staffed. Fresh Woods Market there had snacks, and a Dunkin' Donuts location convenient for Mountain Tower guests. But let's compare it to the main lobby, where most guests check in, and where the 2 main restaurants are located, as well as many activities throughout the day. We were there over winter break, so there were lots of holiday themes.
I wonder who goes there.
We've also stayed at Kalahari Resort in the Poconos, so if you're trying to choose between the two, you can see the video about that linked right here.
That is so super cute. Let's go. Check out the room. Made it to our room. I see this little nook. It's not a closet, but it's good for putting your whose shoes are that? No, those are ours. A nice little bench for your suitcase. We'll hang some stuff up. Look, there's a bear paw on our mirror.
No, there's a Nora
it's a wolf paw. It's a Nora paw?
Yes.
Okay. But this is just inside the front door. So it's not within the bathroom. That's okay, because here is the kids' cabin. Just next to the bathroom. And not totally private from the grown-ups room. There's not a door on it or anything, but it is cute. Oh, I don't know if you can see. The light looks like, I'll have to take a picture of it. It looks like the moon. Now tell me about your room.
This is Axon's bed. I really love this.
Yeah, all these cute details. Third place, Geyser Swim Meet. Great Wolf Canoe, second place. Really cute, cute, cute. Read more books, I agree. And up here on Asher or Nora's bed, just a bunk.
That's Asher's.
Aw, be noble, helpful, kind, true, and brave. Down here is the lower bunk. You want the lower bunk, Nora?
No, I don't want it, but we did rock, paper, scissors, and I lost.
Aww, we can still talk. I'm gonna show you the adults' room in here. We have a double bed. I don't think, is that a queen? That's a queen. Okay.
And then it's a queen pull-out.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see the little bees on here. They're so cute. Looks like a little jar of bees. Okay. This has outlets, not USBs, but outlets.
Well, there's snacks here.
There's not
No snacks.
snacks. There is a coffee maker
Oh.
and an ice bucket and a cooler with nothing in it, but it is a good size. You can tell they're used to families staying
I
here.
don't know how to sign in.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to get it to work. And the little dining table seats two, but it's good if you need just a place to park your snacky self. And cute little trunk and pull-out sofa. Now we were kind of very, very similar details to what we saw at Great Wolf Lodge in Dallas.
The trunk, by the way, is not a functional trunk.
Oh yeah, no.
It's just a decorative trunk.
There is USB and outlets on this.
Touch. Mom, this
USB and USB-C.
Mom,
Cool.
this sort of looks like the same room.
The same room as when we were in Texas.
Yeah.
It does look a lot like the same room. So you can compare the two tours. What did you find?
I chopped this tree.
Oh yeah, it looks like a real tree. It's not, but
I
it's
made
cool.
it into a light.
There's lots of little details that feel very woodsy. Okay, sofa has been tested
Yeah.
and is good and jumpy. How did you sleep?
Good.
You said the bed was kind of small?
No. I mean, yeah. But also, it looks like a Minecraft.
A Minecraft bed. Cool. Up here, there is a machine, an ice machine,
Oh,
but there's also,
that
of course,
egg.
snacks and 2 microwaves. So you don't have microwaves in the room, but there are some here in the shared space. Oh, hey.
The theming is great, but there were some spots, like this carpet, starting to show some serious wear and tear.
Nora just told me that her wristband opens our door, opens our hotel room door. And this whole time I just thought this was my pass to get into the water park. I didn't realize it had an RFID to get into the room. I thought Nick had a room key somewhere.
But after playing in the water parks, we were hungry. And as a gluten and dairy-free family, we were curious how they'd handled dietary restrictions. So let's head downstairs and start with dinner at Timber's Table Kitchen.
Super impressed with how they've just rolled with things. We're at Timber's Kitchen. Timber's Kitchen? Is that what it's called? Yeah. And our server just went to get the chef because of our double dietary restriction and was super, super gracious about it and already had great ideas about getting us sorbet for dessert and, you know, we'll get some pasta and some veggies and see what else works for us. Tired after the time at the water park?
This location is typically a buffet with lots to offer, especially comfort foods and kid favorites. I noticed that the beverage station had milk substitutes available, so that's great. But for any allergy order, they can make your food in the back to avoid cross-contamination and serve it family style. We got grilled salmon, simple gluten-free pasta with tomato sauce, veggies, and fries from a dedicated fryer. They also ran upstairs to get dairy-free sorbet for us. The team was so friendly and generous. The next morning, we went to Fireside for breakfast. A slightly more elevated feel, I'd describe this setting as rustic, while the other was more farmhouse.
Welcome to breakfast at Fireside at the Great Wolf Lodge. I was a little confused doing research ahead of time about what the 2 different restaurants' setups were. So there are 2 restaurants here. There's Timber's Table and Kitchen, and there is Fireside. So the descriptions of the restaurants use a lot of terms kind of generally, things like family style and table service. Let me break it down for you a little more simply. If you're at Timber's, it's a buffet. If you're at Fireside, it's seated.
There's an option of ordering, instead of ordering a la carte here for breakfast.
Yes.
getting family style.
They do basically have a family style version of buffet items, which I guess is like if you don't want to go up and have everybody touching your food, and if you want to ensure that there's no any kind of cross-contamination, then it actually is a pretty good solution. So that's actually why we decided to do this for breakfast as opposed to going over to the buffet. The prices are fairly comparable between the two, honestly, so that's not really going to be your deciding factor.
The family style here seems like a shorter list than what you'll probably find over at the buffet.
Yes, I'm sure.
But there are some really interesting signature options if you order off the a la carte.
Yes, some of it looks pretty good, especially if you don't have any kind of dietary restrictions. Anyway, for us, we have some people interested in eggs, we have some people interested in pancakes, everyone's interested in potatoes because potatoes are for life. We said, okay, what would work in the family skillet, basically the bring the buffet to your table options. And that comes with eggs, it comes with actual omelets, it comes with pancakes, and we verified that the gluten-free pancakes are also dairy-free. It comes with coffee with oat milk, so that's great for us.
Planet Oat, by the way. They
Oat.
use Planet Oat here.
Yes. Everyone so far has been really very helpful and knowledgeable. Once we said gluten-free, they rattled off, well, here are the 3 things that we can do gluten-free without a problem. So there's definitely an awareness around that.
I promise you, there were 6 pancakes and a full omelet, but we were hungry, so we dove right in.
Let's go in.
We're trying to get down to the lobby by 9 a.m. because they're doing yoga. Good morning. Let's see what 15 minutes of wolf yoga looks like.
Good morning and welcome to yoga. Open up your branches, spread your legs out behind you. The jingle of bells.
This was super cute, but I was a little disappointed that it wasn't really intended for adults to join in.
Can we go down there?
Yeah, let's go down there.
Let's
We, like most families, were really just here for the water park anyway. And this is no little splash pad. So we checked out towels and put our stuff into lockers at the kiosks.
I just discovered a secret. They're family restrooms. They're regular restrooms past the first set. Don't go to the first set. They're all wet and noisy and gross. And if you go to the second set, there's some dry corners and some open showers, and it's much better. We're here. Oh man, if I knew this was here, I would have used it. Water bottle filler.
We arrived mid-morning after yoga and breakfast, so chairs were already picked over, and it wasn't in our budget to get a cabana. Life jackets are provided, and our littlest needed one. But let's dive into the different areas of the water park. Starting with a splash pad for the littlest, with water spouts. Nearby, there were small slides. Even my most timid kid braved these. And they got progressively longer while still being nice and slow. The kids almost always landed on their feet. If you're finding this information helpful for planning your trip, could you please give it a quick thumbs up? It really helps other folks find our videos. Thanks. Nearby was a gated adults-only hot tub, but I always saw lots of kids in it. Then there was the wave pool, which my kids love. But I'm more a fan of the lazy river. This river was a little less lazy and a little naughty with some splashing spots. My kids really didn't run around the climbing structure very much, but if you don't like slides, there's still lots to do. There are numerous big slides available with a range of safety restrictions, so check the signs before climbing all the way up those stairs. For some slides, you have to bring your own tube from the lazy river, so check first. Whether you prefer a multi-rider raft, a tube, a mat, or a body slide, they have it all. We typically wait about 10 to 20 minutes for a slide.
What's the worst part of the water park?
There's so much chlorine. It burns my eyes.
Yeah, it burns my eyes too. Nora, what did you just say?
This place is too loud. I can't even hear anybody speak.
There are food options within the water park, as well as multiple bars with sips of all kinds. We didn't find any food allergy-friendly options at these locations. I was most impressed by the Outpost for its menu options and table availability. Buckets seem to be mostly fried food fare. Just outside the water park is Hungry as a Wolf and a Freshwood Market for grab-and-go snacks and bottled wine and beer to take back to your room. Next door is another Dunkin' Donuts and an ice cream and pastry spot for sweet treats. Just be sure to wait 30 minutes after eating before getting back in the pool. I'm kidding, guys, I'm kidding. But after 2 days, it was time to say goodbye to the water park and check out more fun upstairs. No, not at the arcade. Don't tell Asher we skipped that. There are multiple gift shops with some really cute Great Wolf Lodge merch to commemorate your trip. There's also a full Build-A-Bear workshop, which is kind of cool. At Moonstone Mine, you can buy a bag to sift through to find gems and fossils. I never saw anyone in there. The Wolfpack mascot merchandise is the cutest, but the one big thing we hadn't tried was Magiquest. We got curious seeing the show in the lobby and the shop devoted to all the Magiquest wands and accessories. So we bought a wand and got ready to explore the 4 Magiquest hallways located off the lobby in this interactive scavenger hunt.
Oh my goodness. They've got cloaks in every color, green and red.
You found the blue crystal. Shiny.
As you collect runes and meet characters, you get sent to screens to battle these bosses. And sometimes we beat them, but not always. It was tricky.
At first, Asher was mad because he thought this game would be dumb, and Axon thought it would be boring, and they both have said, oh, this is kind of fun. This is kind of cool. Asher thinks it's like a real-life video game, so big win in his book.
I bet
The
everyone's
Crown of
looking for that.
Protection. Perfect. I think we did everything we need to go get our rune.
Is your crown now glowing?
It is.
Wait, what?
Your tiara. It's magic.
Nearly every stop requires going up or down the stairs, so stretch your legs before you begin. The elevator would have taken forever. We played for 2 hours and collected 3 of the 9 runes. To totally complete the game can take over 6 hours. Finally, we gave up and called it a night. But in between our meals at Great Wolf Lodge, we also left the property to go try some local stops that could accommodate gluten and dairy-free diners, like Zack's Taco Shack, a favorite of visitors who come to the area to ski. Really more of a takeout window, we did park ourselves at the bar stools for a few minutes.
How's your taco?
This is really good.
What'd you think of the tacos?
Amazing.
But for brunch, we can't recommend Farmhouse highly enough. The country vibes here were so cozy. And their allergen awareness was really helpful. We loved the tea service. It felt so fancy. We had delicious gluten-free avocado toast with eggs, an omelet with home fries, and king salmon with potatoes and avocado toast. So whether you're exploring the Poconos or staying at Great Wolf Lodge the whole visit, we hope this helps you plan your trip and that you'll subscribe to join us on our next adventure, travelers. Where do you think we should go?